So I've got this model right here and I want to backlight this and create this kind of effect that looks something like this. You see? Now, what I don't want to have though is all of the light from these lights that are right behind this character. So this is light linking. So let me go ahead and add this in and then I'll continue with what else I want to talk about here. So I pick this light and over here I've got all the rest of my lights disabled. So let's go to the object data properties, come down here and I go to light linking. So this will be collapsed up. So you're going to find shading, scroll down here to light linking, hit new, and then I want to drag in the object that I want to be affected by light or the objects that I don't want to be affected by light. So to kind of make this simpler, first let's go get the creature. So the creature is this one right up here. So I'll drag this in. Don't click on it, just grab it and drag it. If you click on it, then of course you're going to select it. So now the light is only affecting that creature right there. So that's mostly correct. And in a way, if this was the amount of lighting that I wanted to have, then this could be just fine. But I've also got this other light behind his head that would do about the same effect. But let's go down here and say that I want to increase the light. And I'm going to make it be a little bit overblown. You see what's happening right here? We're getting the extra light that seems like the light is affecting the floor. And yeah, I know it is, but watch this. So let's bring this up to 1,000. So we definitely see this affecting it. So I come back over to object data properties, scroll down here and I look at this and say, okay, well, you know, it's not working. Let's go ahead and make sure that the light is deleted from the floor. So I've added the floor into a collection, but just to be very specific, plane 7 is right about here because I wasn't sure if it was working with collections or not because it wasn't quite working. So we'll visit that in a second. So I bring this in, and so now you can see kind of the idea of what's happening. It's saying the light will be affected, or the light will affect this character right here, and now it will affect this, you know, floor panel 7. So I can come down here and I can uncheck panel 7, and now it will not affect that. So I find that I didn't really need to add this in. I didn't really exactly need to subtract it because once I pick the object, it just automatically disables light on all the rest of them. So I've watched some other videos. Ryan did a video talking about this, how you could delete it from there. You could uncheck this box, but so far, I don't know if it's an update or not, but it doesn't seem like that is, well, initially I thought it wasn't helping, but as you'll see in a second here, I'm not even sure if it needs to be done. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And so then I started kind of sweating this out thinking, well, what's going on here? Well, if I take the character and I hide the character, all the light goes away. So it's not being affected by the light specifically, it's being affected by the reflections off the character. So I need to stop that. And so I played around with clicking on the character, trying to do light linking with that and disabling the floor. But really the whole problem here is simply the max bounces. I thought it might be multiple importance, but you're going to see that that does have something to do with this. But what I want to do is just crank the light down all the way down to 0. And now we've got really nothing. And that's great. Now you can kind of see some of the sparkles right there. Let's go ahead and turn this up to 5,000. You can see that there's still some stuff going on here. If you uncheck multiple importance, then that goes away completely. So now if I look at my scene, I get this back glow of the creature that I wanted without being affected by anything else. So let's go ahead and how about this? Well, we'll knock this down to 300 because that's maybe a good amount of creepy light. And then we'll do it one more time. Feel free, of course, to stop the video now if you get it. I'm going to turn on the light for the back of the head right there. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring it up to, I don't know, a whole big number there because I can very clearly make sure that I'm not affecting anything else. So first off, you have your light selected. And then I want to go to object data properties, scroll down here to light linking. And I've already got that body added in down here already. If you didn't, you would drag it in. And then I'm going to go to the light source itself, and I'm going to bring the max bounces down to 0. If you still see a little bit of the light affecting the scene, turn off multiple importance, and that's basically what I want. So let's bring this down to 500. Good, just kind of hanging out there. Okay, and then I can look at it in context, which was this light, and this light. And that's kind of the idea of what I'm going for, okay? So that's a little bit on light linking, but also thinking about how to stop the bounce reflections off of other objects if you want to do some type of backlighting like this.